Okay, so we'll need 1 large onion. We will thinly slice this up, and we have about 3 glasses of rice over here. I've put it in some water for about an hour now. We've got 4 potatoes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potatoes. Again, I've just put them in some water and I've left it for about half an hour. We've got chickpeas, we've got our spices, we've got our cumin seeds, and these are some of the stuff that we can add inside our rice as well. Got half a cup of oil, about a tablespoon of salt, and about 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper. This is grounded, you could use the other one as well. So let's get started. So in goes our onion. Need to give that a good mix. So we'll let that fry for about 5 to 10 minutes, and when it softens we'll add some salt in. Okay, so the onions have now softened. You can just check the texture by taking some onions out, and you can observe the onions and they have softened. So what we're going to do is add in some salt, just a little bit for now. I think that was about half a teaspoon approximately, and give that a good mix again. And I'll let that fry. Right, so now in goes 1 cup of water. We're going to put that into the pan, so you just do that. And quickly put over the lid, and we're gonna put it on a high flame, and we're gonna let that brown. We're doing this just to get the colour out of the onion. I don't keep it too brown. I like to go for a colour in between dark and light brown. So I've just chopped up the potatoes into small pieces like this, and so I've got the potatoes ready, and obviously my chickpeas are ready, and we're going to pop these in after the onion has browned, and we've got the colour that we want for the rice. Then we'll go ahead and I'll show you. So the onions now become brown, and this is the colour that I wanted. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add the potatoes in. So in goes the potatoes. Okay, so now it's time to add in some water. Because we're using about 3 glasses of rice, we're making 3 glasses of brown rice. So I've doubled the water, so it's about 6 glasses. Obviously measure out the water with the same sort of container that you've used to measure out your rice. So I used this glass, to measure out the water, just so it's the same quantity. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pop the water inside the pan. Okay, so now the water's inside the pan. So what we're going to do is put in our salt, which is about a tablespoon here. And some black peppers. This is grounded. And we've got our cumin seeds and the masala. And we'll give that a good mix. So what we need to do is just let the potatoes boil and let the water come to a boil, and then we'll add our rice. It's a very quick and easy recipe. So just let it boil slightly. Right, so it's just started to come to a boil. So I'm just going to add in my chickpeas. This was just 1 can of chickpeas that I'm using. And we're going to let that boil even more. We want to make sure that the potatoes cook through. You do not want to leave them hard, so always make sure that they've cooked through. Okay, so I've just drained out the rice. So this has now started to come to a boil, so it's time to now put in the rice. So just pop in the rice. Okay, and we're going to leave it on a high flame and let it cook, and once the water has evaporated, then we're going to leave it on the stove for about 15 minutes. So it's just worth mentioning that if at this point you could taste the soup and check whether you're okay with the salt, so you can put in a little bit more salt at this point if you think that you require it. Okay, you can see now that the water has now completely evaporated. So I've put it on a low heat, and we're gonna put the lid back on, and we're gonna let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on a low heat. That will ensure that the potatoes are fully cooked and that the rice will be completely ready.